What's going on, FitFam? In today's video, I am going to be walking you through the biggest mistakes that you are making with your exercise and how you're sabotaging your results. So the biggest mistake that women make when it comes to their workouts is that they exercise in order to lose weight instead of training to get strong. Now, why is this such a mistake? Well, here's the thing. Exercise actually really doesn't do that much for you to lose weight. And of course, when I say lose weight, what I mean is lose body fat. Now, of course, exercise does burn calories, but here's the thing. Even if you work out really hard, you're probably maximum only burning about anywhere from 200 to maybe 400, 500 calories per session. Now, that obviously does help you to accelerate your fat loss, but here's the thing, you can very easily eat back 500 calories quickly if you don't know what you're doing with your nutrition, because you need to be in a moderately aggressive caloric deficit. Now, your exercise is going to help exaggerate your deficit, but if you're not in control of your nutrition, you're very easily not going to be in a deficit. So what is going to cause you to be burning more calories than you're consuming is by controlling the amount of food that you're actually eating. If you want to know more about that, make sure to check out the nutrition video series that I made on this topic. The link is in the description below. All right, so if exercise doesn't really do that much to help you to lose weight, what does it do? Well, this is the part of the equation that helps you to get tone, to get sculpted and defined. And what is all of that tone definition? What is it that's making you sculpted and defined? It's having muscle. So your workouts are responsible for you getting toned, defined, aka building muscle. You cannot build muscle just from what you eat, of course. Obviously, what you eat is going to fuel your gains. It's going to give you more muscle definition by having enough protein and enough of the right amount of food. But the only way that you can actually build muscle is you have to go and actually overload your muscles with resistance. You cannot do that with your food. You have to do it from your exercise. So this is actually what your goal should be with your workouts. Don't worry about the amount of calories that you're burning. That is going to come from your nutrition. Instead, the goal of your workout should be to get as strong as you possibly can. Why is getting strong important? Because when you get strong, you build muscle. When you build muscle, you have the sculpted definition that you want, but more importantly than just the awesome aesthetics that you're gonna get, the more muscle you have on your body, the faster your metabolism will be. This means that you're going to be burning more calories around the clock without having to do any additional effort. Your metabolism is responsible for at least 60% of the calories that you burn every single day. So this is why don't worry about the calories you're burning in your given workout session. Focus on getting as strong as you can so you can build as much muscle as you can so that your metabolism is going to be as fast as possible. So you're always going to be burning more calories all of the time. That is the secret to getting lean and sculpted and actually staying that way. So here's the thing, your nutrition is what's responsible for the vast majority of your fat loss, but it's your exercise that is going to get you sculpted, and it's what is going to allow you to keep the fat off. So this is why I don't like the term exercise, because exercise literally just means any kind of activity that burns calories and gets your heart pumping. But if you want to have the best results possible as fast as possible, you can't only exercise, you have to train. Training means when you go in and you do a workout where you actually know exactly what you should be working on that day. And what you should be working on is getting stronger than you were the previous session. This is actually really great, and you're gonna find it's so much fun to work out this way because you have very clear targets that you are trying to hit. So what is the best exercise that you can do to get as strong as possible, to build as much muscle as you possibly can, and in addition to burn the most calories? That is strength training, which is also called resistance training. It's called strength training because of course you are training to get as strong as possible, but it's also called resistance training because the way that you get as strong as possible is by putting resistance on your muscles, which is how you get stronger and stronger. You consistently put more and more resistance over time, which makes you stronger and stronger, which means getting more and more muscle, which means getting more sculpted and having a faster metabolism so that you stay lean and sculpted for the rest of your life. All right, so what kind of exercises should you actually be focusing on within your strength training workouts? The best exercises that are going to give you incredible results in the least amount of time and energy are called compound movements. A compound movement is an exercise which utilizes multiple muscle groups simultaneously. So of course, these exercises are definitely the most challenging, but they're also by far the most efficient. And this is another huge mistake so many women are making in their workouts. They think that they have to work out really, really hard and that they have to sweat to death, and that if they're not panting on the floor afterwards, that they didn't get in a good workout. This is not true. Remember, as it is with so many things in life, it's the same thing when it comes to your workouts. It's not about working out harder, it's about working out smarter. And this is where strength training and using compound movements are going to get you way ahead in way less time and energy. So there are two different ways that you can do strength training. The best way to do it is by actually going in the gym or using equipment from home and doing weightlifting. The reason that this is so effective is because if you have external weight, of course you're going to be able to overload your muscles with more resistance than if you don't have any extra weight. So the best compound exercises that you can do with weights in the gym are the squat, the deadlift, the hip thrust, bench press, overhead press, lunges, rows, and of course your planks and crunches for your abs, but doing them weighted. So working out with weights is ideal because you are going to get the best results by having external resistance overloading your muscles. However, you also can do strength training where you're overloading your muscles with nothing more than your body weight, and it is surprisingly effective. I used to not be a fan of body weight workouts, but then during 2020, when I was in quarantine, I was forced to learn how to still do strength training except with my body weight, and I was surprised how effective it actually is. Especially if you are a beginner, you don't need to jump into weight training right away. You can and should just get started with doing strength training with your body weight. Then as you get more and more comfortable and you start building muscle and strength, you can start to bump up the intensity of your workouts by adding in external weight. All right, so what are the best compound movements that you can do with just your body weight? Well, once again, you have squats, lunges, hip thrusts. Then for your upper body, you have push-ups, a pike push-up, which is for your shoulders, and all the variations of planks and crunches for your abs. But it's not enough to only know that you have to train. It's also not enough to know that you have to focus on the compound movements. What's even more important than all of this is you have to know how to get stronger at every single movement. You do this by using something called progressive overload. And this is one of the key factors that most people are missing, and they're wondering why they're not seeing any difference in their bodies. Progressive overload means that you are consistently progressing in the amount that you are overloading your muscles every single time you work out. So for example, if in the beginning you're working out from home and you can only do 5 push-ups, then the next time that you work out, you want to be able to do at least 6 push-ups, if not more. Pretty much you're just always pushing yourself to do as much as you possibly can and always trying to do more than you could previously. Then once you can do 6 push-ups, push-ups, the next time you want to push yourself to do 7 push-ups and then 8 push-ups and so on and so forth. That is how you progressively overload. That is how you know that you are always getting stronger. So you're actually going to get the best results from strength training when you're new to it more than after you've been doing it for a couple of years. After you've been doing it for a couple of years, your results are going to start to slow down because your body is more used to it and you've already achieved the majority of the muscle that you're actually capable of building. But when you're a beginner, your body is ready to build that muscle very quickly, which is super exciting because again, when we're just starting new workout programs, we want to see that it works. And the good news is it will work very quickly when you strength train and do progressive overload on the major compound movements. So how much strength training do you actually need to do? Well, when you're just a beginner, honestly, even 2 hours out of your week is more than enough for you to make incredible progress. And then as you start to get fitter and fitter and you start to love the results you're getting and you want to really crank it up and get the best, craziest results possible, you can go up to as much as 4 hours per week doing strength training. That's pretty much how much I do. I do about 4 hours per week of weightlifting in the gym and I love it. You really do not need to do more than that. If you want examples of strength training workouts that you can do either in the gym or at home with your body weight, then make sure you go to nomadicfitness.com/freebies because I have a plan that you can download with follow along workouts where I use all of these compound movements and show you exactly step by step what to do so that you can build that sexy muscle and get fit for life. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Make sure that you give it a like and subscribe so you never miss any more of these videos from Nomadic Fitness. If there's anything that you want to see, drop it in the comments below. If you have any questions, I am here for you and happy to help you out. All right, FitFam, thank you so much and I will see you in the next video.